that safe lane. And of course, we're going to find out Siberian team how well they do with Luna Venge in their hands.
One thing I really like what they did is they didn't pick Luna Venge straight away. They picked it on 19 and 22. So, you know, it's like, oh, we're not going for it, but you know what? We're actually going to go for it.
Little debate. We're going to smoke as well from Siberian team, coming all the way up towards that top left corner. What are we looking at here? Orbs and Sentry on the Venge and the Rubik. I guess blocking camps against the Chen always makes sense with multiple sentries. Get in behind here, get rid of some of his camps. Remove his effectiveness in the lane early on. And even warding the twin gate, because Chen loves to rotate, right?
Yeah, so you're going to see like potentially 5-minute rotation. You just drop down a ward at, what, 30 seconds before the horn. And you could also maybe get a kill here. Going together.
Your failure lives on.
Let's see. Was Yellow Submarine the team that complained about FPS?
Yes, it must have been, right? It was Yatro PL.
Yeah, and now they picked PL. Okay.
Yeah, good point. Oh, dear. There we go. Well, some tips. Again, the good luck, have fun's all coming out. Siberian team, the long wraparound, not going to pay off for them. Get themselves into a Watcher. Is that an Obs ward? That's a Sentry ward. Placed on the rune spot? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe they think there's an observable there, but from the high ground, in comes Yellow Submarine. Oh, straight on the Luna. Nesphere in serious trouble. Centaur and that Grimstroke getting a takedown on her. They trade out 1 for 1, but well worth it here for the Yellow Submarine squad. As long as they don't lose anything else. There's a lot of damage onto a race here, and this is going to really devastate his middle lane.
Rue, again, getting first blood. Who got second blood? It was Sunset. So first blood going the way of Yellow Submarine, which is going to push them closer to Ring of Bassi.
That mid lane's going to be so hard for Tiny now, losing 80% of his HP so early on. He's constantly right-clicked down by the Ember Spirit so far in this. Of course, we'll have to contend with slight spam. King up at top, also taking a beating.
One thing I noticed, sorry Gary, what players are doing lately, because I just saw Tiny doing it, erase, like you're trying to get a deny on a creep, and he like gets in the middle of a creep, like he stands in the creep so he can't click it. So instead of him clicking the creep, he might click you instead. So that's pretty nice. I was playing against like some really good Terrorblade player the other day. I'm like, the first CS, I'm like, he's like in the middle of a creep. I'm like, okay, let's see how good it is. Second, third creep as well, sitting right on top of it. I can't click it. So that's
like
kind of a new
hero.
Yeah, that's kind of a new tech that
Wow.
has been popular in the last, I don't know, few months.
I mean, in a year, we're going to have these heroes that have bigger hitboxes and hero models, right? Who is like PL and Naga have like slightly smaller ones, so they're going to go out of the pool, get the big hitbox heroes to stand on top of range creeps, block them out. Good shockwave skewer there. Look at that, dragging the PL back in. Doppelganger and illusion bait. Oh no way, he's broken some ankles here. Put a cast on the Magnus. He's been done in. King, rank 4 god. Might still be in trouble though. Like he's not back in lane yet. He's done a good job, but has a long walk to return. Down at bottom, Grimstroke coming in behind. Not sure what he was up to there, trying to stop some pulls. Get up in the face of the Venge, give the Centaur a better time.
One of the worst feelings in Dota is having your small camp open and it being Kobold's stack. So these
so bad.
They need to buff the damage on them because they can't kill a single creep.
They need to give the Kobold Foreman like Chain Lightning or something. Like seriously. Harpies don't need it. Give it to the Kobolds, please. Or at the very least, the Kobolds should be like, they have the prospecting aura. The Kobolds should be making money. They should be worth more because they are so garbage.
I agree. It's like you don't want to. Well, then they would be worth more, and people would go and kill them. So.
Well, yeah, then you just go kill. Like, you can't pull with them. You just go kill them instead.
So this camp is unpullable.
Yeah,
if that's a word. Okay.
Well, it's like it's a trade-off, right? If it's unpullable, then it's got to be killable.
Gary, sign up for some beta testing. You know, these are some great ideas. You should write them down right now.
Before I forget them. I think if I wrote these down, I'd be put on a list by Valve. It's like, no, this guy's not going anywhere near anything to do with Dota 2. Attempt down at bottom. They don't land the stomp. Luna's too quick. While up at top, the lift back into the doppelganger, and it looks like he sidestepped the shockwave, but Skewer is still in play potentially. Magnus not going to go for it, letting King slip away. Now he skewers across with a blood grenade and the chase forward. PL backed up by the Chen. A few more hits will do it. The shockwave and the finishing damage there. Killing off the Phantom Lancer in lane. Good, strong duo, this Rubik Magnus.
He's done. All right, it's 1-1. What do you think is going to happen in Game 3?
They're going to pick Lunavenge.
I think he was the one who was complaining about some low FPS, unfortunately. But yeah, he's back and he's ready to go. Maybe some visual bug, whatever.
Yeah. Go King. Go off King. Slay. He dropped this. He dropped his frames. Nice fear. Dead down bottom. So both these offlaners doing very well for themselves. Center and Magnus having good times. I just want to come back to the PL pick, right? Because I mentioned it and you said not for Yellow Submarine. And I was like, yeah, I think it's for Siberian team. And then Yellow Submarine pick it into Ember, into Mag, into Luna. There's a lot of illusion clear and power and all sorts of stuff here. So what is the plan with this Phantom Lancer going later?
Good
question,
I
Gary.
mean, it's because what the other heroes want to do is they want to go in and like kill a hero. Centaur, Tiny, try to reset, get a couple of round of spells. Grimstroke wants to go in, uses ulti, get a kill. But with Chen, maybe it gives them a little more survivability. Pop that ulti. So one of the reasons why I didn't like it is I don't see Phantom Lancer fitting into this style. I would have preferred something that, you know, can come in, matches up nicely against these heroes. That's why I mentioned Troll, a hero that doesn't die that easily, and also great matchup against Luna. Farms super quickly. Lane's much better than PL does, because like he's sitting at 22 CS, which is pretty good on considering what he's playing into, and eventually he's gonna be big, but unfortunately, in the game that we were casting today, earlier, we didn't see like the full potential of the level 25 Bloodthorn on PL, because he just bought it, and then I don't think he ever like used it to see how much damage it is. Heroes just disappear. He's very dead here, I think.
Roshan,
maybe get a deny.
Skadoosh. Hey!
Yes, you can.
Denies himself to Roshan. Roshan has killed the king. The king is dead. Long live the king. So Chen left alone as the position one carried to gather up all the XP and farm up here as PL is having a torrid time. Mid lane, Tiny, 29 and 10, having a much better time, but Ember Spirit pretty even and equal, just a few denies behind, not too bothered by this lane matchup. Definitely going to come more down to the Tiny blink timing and his ability to roam around and do some good shit. And Chen also tried like a rotation bottom, but couldn't quite find the angle of approach, and needs to be up top to guard his PL. Yeah, it's an odd one, this Phantom Lancer. How's that Ghost going? Ghost gonna go and drag the creep wave around? Having a bit of fun?
He gets close every time, gets hit by some Empower, some right click. Rubik uses Fate Bolt. Right now Rubik's just stacking, picking up his XP rune. Rue's gonna do the same thing.
This Magnus is so tanky. Wraithband, treads. Every time you click him, he don't care. He's got 1,000 HP and a ton of armor. And meanwhile, bottom lane, stun into stun, missile into beam. Nesphere grabs a kill over on the Grimstroke, as it looks like the Centaur has ditched the lane and gone back to Fountain. Tiny continuing his slight lead, 300 gold up over the Ember Spirit right now. So Riaf has been buying a little bit more regen just to stick around in the lane against all the spam of Tiny.
Middle. Bottle refill for Tiny. Yeah, Tiny like doesn't get the chance to kill Ember Spirit, or there's a Flame Guard on. Rune spawning. Let's see what Erase can pick up. Seems like nothing. Maybe bottom lane. Gonna be... Yeah,
Shield Rune. Ember Spirit's got it. Now, it's a difficult one for Tiny, right? You see Rubik also rotated across, and he was like, I don't really want to go over there and do that. And now we're starting to hit level 6s. Magnus has that potential with the ulti to go for something big here if they bring a few more heroes. Play into this PL. Luna has evacuated bottom lane. Just going to go back in jungle, get that farm efficiency going. Can obviously come back and defend the tier 1 if need be. And a good bit of pressure here from Ember Spirit, getting in behind that mid tier 1. That Flame Guard taken off completely. Pre-Mage Slayer, that's achievable, the Tiny, but post-Mage Slayer, probably not.
Gonna be super difficult. You get hit by Mage Slayer on Tiny, you can't blink for 9 seconds, your combo deals 40% less damage, so that's gonna be quite a lot. Like, he needs to be the one jumping in first, killing the target, either Vengeful Spirit or going for Rubik, because other heroes, I don't think they die. Like, especially Ember with Mage Slayer that you mentioned, having that magic resistance, and also having the Flame Guard on. King, trying to get out of trouble. Magnus is level 6. So
Man, I want Magnus
Scarlet
to
wants to commit.
start fake pumping the RP, just to piss off King.
Love the sound of it.
Yeah, see how good his reactions really are.
There's always that one Magnus player in your team that's you, that's like fake pumping it until he actually casts it, and they're like, oops.
Oh, I don't. Well, sometimes I do cast it, but most of the time I don't. It's Magnus and Warlock are the two big ones. They're the fun, the bass, resonating in your skull. Shadow Fiend actually used to be broken because usually if you try to they fixed it now. Zeus and Shadow Fiend, they had to like manually add a stopper on the sound because you used to be able to like stack the noises, and SF's ulti would become so loud it would like legit break the game because you would just cast ultimate and cancel, cast it and ultimate over and over again. Chen gonna die up top. Ember Spirit makes that first rotation into the Rubik. This honestly feels really difficult for Yellow Submarine to get anything done.
Yeah, definitely does. You have PL, you have Chen, who got slowed down.
Down at bottom, Luna. Oh, doesn't survive. As I say that, they get something done. Tiny's moved down bottom, getting a kill on the Luna.
They need to play with Centaur. He's high level 8 on a Centaur, and also Grimstroke is level 6. Tiny getting close to his Blink Dagger. So in the next few minutes, they will be fight ready. Unfortunately, Tiny is not the one who's controlling the runes. He would definitely love to be... This hero really relies on runes, so he needs to have some kind of mana sustain. Grimstroke still doesn't have it, but it's on the courier. Some Arcane Boots, something that Tiny can spam. Well, TP top.
Trying to get
Ember with Empower.
Skewer back. Magnus Dragon 1 off to the left. King dropping to this Ember and Rubik, though. Under his tower, the Vedrosdale, not going to be enough green to heal him up. Another kill onto this Phantom Lancer. King struggling.
He knows. Already has Gloves of Haste after Power Treads. He's in recovery mode, going for a Hand of Midas. But again, it's not going to be an easy game for PL by any means, playing into all of this AoE. It's not just Ember Spirit. It's Ember with Empower and also Luna. So there's going to be a lot of right clicks going through, splash damage. Rubik with the Fate Bolt. If Rubik steals something like Avalanche, if he manages to steal, let's say, Soulbind by Grimstroke, it could also be pretty good because you can find PL relatively easy. And another rune for Ember. Like, Tiny's just getting nothing.
Super difficult, right? Against Remnants. Venge and Rubik guarding the runes non-stop. They do get a good silence with their Phantom's Embrace, and the stuns on Ember beautifully done with that toss back from Erase. Great catch, and now the Stampede forward allows them to gap close onto Sunset. Pushing back with a little Hurricane from the Wildwing. Soulbind out onto him as well, seeing if there's anyone lurking in the trees, in the shadows behind. Two pretty swift kills there. Tiny now has his Blink. And this is where the action truly begins for Yellow Submarine. Oh, King. Oh, that Hand of God. Is that enough to keep him alive? He's got a lance to throw, trying to run it back away. The ink swell. Oh, he's out of there.
That was a nice play. A little bit of a stun coming out from Grimstroke. They also had vision of this camp, so he used Phantom Rush to get away from the trouble. That was nicely done. Plus, of course, Chen healing him up and now playing around him with his Vlad, so that's going to give him some extra lifesteal.
That was close, though. I mean, this Magnus was really feeling it. Going for that solo kill. King finally surviving the onslaught. We're not looking too bad for the other cores here. Tiny top of net worth. Centaur not too far behind. Luna has been given a little free time, but it's not been a completely free lane or game for the Luna by any means. And that double blink threat. Tiny Centaur, double blink with Inkswell? This is scary. If they can chain a few kills together in the next 3 or 4 minutes, Andromidas from PL kicks in, he gets scaling and tucked away in the corner. They'll jump on Avenge down in the bottom jungle with the Tiny and the Grim. Should be a simple one here. And Centaur still ready if anyone's showing down bottom.
You can see Rue, he's ready to play with Tiny, play with Centaur. Has another smoke available, had double orbs, double sentry, so they want to keep vision of one area, go for the kills. Tiny, a little bit low on mana. He's going for the scaling, picking up Echo Saber as his next item.
Yeah, you've got a pack of punches. The Tiny can't go all out initiation magic damage. As much as you love to go blink Dagon, it's just not done.
It's been like 5 years since I saw someone doing that. I've seen it was Sumail in one of the qualifiers playing, and he picked up Yule Scepter as his second item to cancel some of the stuff and have
on Tiny mid.
Dispel. Yeah. It didn't end well for them later on, but you know, it's still doable if you need, because it gives you mana, it gives you another way of canceling TP. Not like you need it straight away, but you know, dispelling yourself is the big one.
Yeah. Wind Waker late game item is super nice as well.
It really is. Mage Slayer done. On Ember. Jump
Tiny.
into Hurricane. Nicely executed.
Straight on that Venge. Tiny still at half HP and ready to fight. Tosses forward 1, but there's the skewer RP on 3. Magnus gets a great connection, but the damage follow through lacking a little bit. Tiny now cleared out by Scarlet. Magnus does get the job done pretty much alone. Solo carrying that fight for them in a 3-for-2 trade.
This was pre-blink on Magnus, and after this fight, Scarlet will have it. He needs 1 CS, and that's about it. That's his blink dagger after finishing off Echo Saber. So gotta be careful how they approach for the next fight. Magnus is massive, and he's also giving Empower to Luna. So Nesphere will start to scale right now. The most farm hero in the game, but you know, it's gonna take another item. Maybe he picks up Shard after Manta Style into BKB, and then he's gonna be ready to join. For now, it's pretty much all farming until, you know, there's some TP rotation that he can do, or if he's farming nearby. Other than that, he wants to farm up.
Kind of feels like we're going to go to a game 3, Lacoste.
It definitely does, Gary.
We're getting closer and closer. We'll see how well this PL can scale. He wants to take a late game and a good jump top. Chaining kills together, of course, with these blink daggers on Yellow Submarine. Vitally important. Getting that Centaur involved. I can start kind of ping-ponging from lane to lane as well. These twin gates give them that opportunity. Get down, defend that Phantom Lancer. I feel like one of my biggest issues with PL is like timing of Roche taking.
This is big. This is massive. If Erase can find him.
Oh, hello. Luna too fast.
The blink swell didn't work out well in the end.
Are now protected by the Rubik. They're sticking around here. Yellow Submarine Centaur is frontlining. Everyone else looks like they're giving up on it. Good couple of wards down here for the Dire as well. But yeah, like so many carry heroes like have very kind of easy or telegraphed timings. Think about Luna and TA and these heroes wanting Roshan. 20 minutes in, 25 minutes in. It's like, okay, they're going to go for it. PL kind of needs help from his team, needs to be in a good place item-wise. And I don't know, it doesn't feel like he ever wants to go into Roshan. He wants to be farming neutral creeps and pushing waves.
I agree. PL just has weird power spikes. That was always a thing about the hero, where, let's say before, you didn't have Aghanim Scepter, it was Diffusal Blade into like Yasha or just straight up Heart. That really depends which part of the Dota we're talking about, but like you felt strong, you're super weak in the lane, and then until you get your next item, it takes a while. So once you get that, you know, if you're not the most farm hero in the game, you also want to farm another item. So yeah, just I like how like these Dota heroes have different stories that again, using the Twin Gates. These guys really love to go through the Twin Gates and gank the other side of the map.
Yeah, just playing side lane to side lane.
I think this is the most I've seen somebody use Twin Gates. Ever since it costs mana to go through the gates, like people stopped using it early on. It's like, okay, do I want to go spend my mana? I need to go back, also use more mana, and I need to commit. But if they see it, I lost mana and time, and my safe lane is vulnerable to gank. Yeah. So you got to think twice before doing that early on.
Especially as a team as well. Like, okay, individual hero going through Twin Gate, goes to the other side of the map. Cool, cool, cool. But this is 3 or 4 heroes going through Twin Gate over and over again. Oh, yeah. You're talking about PL and his store, and you don't even bring up the good old days. Tranquil Soul-Ring Radiance. Back when his doppelganger used to be the Shard, right? Used to be the Invis little guy, runs around, Radiance Burn, creep waves. Very irritating back in the day.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. That was so long ago.
Tranquils with the active ability as well. Can't remember what it was called. Used to be very fun. Well, they've given a lot of time to King now. He's still not completely recovered to get to the top of the net worth with that Luna, but he's getting there slowly and surely. And one of the advantages, of course, you've got Chen Tiny doing decently. Centaur, he's monstrous in this match. Along with that Magnus having grand old times. I need to
see this bottom lane. Like, you can see that they're actually there. If you click on range creep, you can see Ring of Bassi aura on the creep wave. So people tend to forget about the auras that you have on the heroes.
It can be difficult to keep track when there's so many of them now. Every hero has like 5 buffs and debuffs on them at any given moment.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Shen looking pretty stacked. Paris, Vlad's drums, Solar Crest coming out next. Now looks like they want to make a play. Got to get the dividends out of these Blink daggers. You've invested into them, got a couple of kills, not too bad. We would love to keep that pain train going. Get a few more kills, open the map, and just keep King happy. Keep singing King some beautiful songs of open, free fields full of creeps to farm. Give Phantom Lancer as much space as you possibly can after that laning stage.
It'd be a really good gesture, Gary.
I mean, if you had a lane like that PL did, you really want to give him a happy time, right? Pay the bard to sing him a song. Get him a couple of flagons of ale. Put him to sleep and don't let him suffer anymore. BKB is the next items of choice, it looks like, pretty much across the board. Luna, Ember, Magnus, Tiny. All going for them. Centaur a little different, thinking about his Eternal Shroud, it looks like. For now, anyway. They do love playing around this bottom spire, column, high ground, ward spot, whatever you want to call it. This has been the main port of call for the Dire team, just playing off of this, smoking and twin gating non-stop. They do have to come back and maintain lanes and jump in onto this Magnus mid. Avalanche toss into that Phantom's Embrace. Well-timed initiation and very well done.
Yellow Submarine has been in this bottom part of the map near the Twin Gates like 30% of the game. They're just very ready to gank any side of the map, and I kind of respect that. Then they have Rainbow TPs to the mid lane. They get a couple of kills there. Race, he's ready to jump in.
Oh, PL impact. 200 damage on the Rubik, and the Glimmer TP home.
He's getting there. Same score as he did have in the previous game on Luna. 0-3-1 at one point. Then had 2 assists, and then didn't die a single time. So we can expect something similar. He's been in the farm mode for the last 22 minutes and 32 seconds.
I think it really does make sense. You know, your point about them playing in this bottom right corner for 30% of the game, making sure that during this daytime, Luna doesn't get a free run at the Aegis. Roshan has been guarded and protected by observer wards or bodies for quite some time. We'll see, though, if Yellow Submarine want to make a proper move down here to contest, because it looks like Roshan is going to be the next move from the Siberian team. 2 minutes left until nighttime, so plenty of time here. Sweep through, guard the twin gate, get some wards down, and think about Roche.
Ward is already down, so they could potentially see them. They are smoked, however, but sneaky little ward. You need to place wards in these different areas. I think we've seen most of the wards being in the low ground, just like not on the hills, because these are the most obvious ones, and they do get devoured the most.
I've got to find all the sneaky spots for them. I love these little kind of half columns or half spires. You know, there's that one, the classic one, top rune spot, a little bit further northwest of there. Little ward spot there. One down in the bottom lane, Radiant side as well. Kind of northeast of the tier 2 tower. There's very, very rare you want to place a sentry down there or de-ward. Smaller ward spots, but they do give quite a bit of vision. Anyway, back into game. Smoke up from 4 members of Siberian team. And we're going to guard the mid, while the rest of them prep for Roshan. Or vacation into the pit. And it doesn't appear that Yellow Submarine are either aware or willing to go and contest this. They still need time for PL to be ready. It's only 23 minutes in. It's got another 23 minutes to go.
It's always a thing with PL, anti-mage, never fight ready, always ready to farm.
One item behind. He does have Diffusal Blade now, though. But as that timing hits for PL, a timing hits for Luna. Aegis in hand. A pretty scary prospect with BKB Manta. Luna level 17. I don't know if this pain trains are stopping. We're going to need some big tossbacks. Some nice blink stomps. Are they twin gating again?
They're twin gating again. Look at them. Look at them, Gary. They're cute.
It's incredible. This is a long wraparound, and they're all smoked, right? Yeah, so they're going to bypass all the observer wards, come in behind. This could be big. You're fighting into Aegis, but I don't think it matters that much if you're the ones to get the surprise jump and catch. They need some vision up on the high ground first, though. They make the jump straight on it. 2-man stun and stomp and kills. Oh, they disappear. Magnus Venge both gone. Sunset in trouble. He's going to try TP home and gets out. Now BKB Ember Spirit. Physical damage is coming. Ooh,
close one. They place Observer Ward on the high ground. They get the jump. Shiva's Guard for reveal. Inkswell on top of it. And now they're going to take Tormentor. Yeah, like when people are pushing 5-man strong with Luna, you know that 99% of the time they will be behind her, and you can try to set things up. So vision, it does win games, and as we see, like just Shiva's Guard providing vision, slowing them down, slowing their attack speed as well. Magnus needs his BKB. I feel like a lot of the times wrong item builds can lose you the game. Upgrading this to full harpoon seems like, you know, he's getting caught. He's not getting any spells off and definitely needs a BKB. You know, it's always cool to be able to harpoon into skewer someone, blink harpoon skewer, but a lot of the times having a BKB is a much safer choice, and then you can get harpoon after. Maybe they thought, you know, we're the ones controlling the game. I'll invest into harpoon and then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, he got caught 3 times in a row now.
I mean, we talked about Yellow Submarine kind of being the unofficial Team Spirit Academy team, and that was a very Team Spirit move, right? Twin gate, long wraparound, smoke gank into big jump into enemy Aegis as they're trying to push high ground. That's beautifully executed. Siberian team, they are back at it again. Straight onto their nonsense and a lot of damage onto tier 3 top, even forcing the glyph from Yellow Submarine there. DD has also spawned top. And no, I will not stop calling it a DD rune because amplified damage is silly.
DD, amplify damage. Let's see who picks it up. It's gonna be Nasfir. What a shocker.
Oh, it's the Luna. What is it? Right. Right, let's see if Yellow Submarine can replicate the move. They're not going wraparound this time. It's going to be full frontal assault. Ember Spirit might scout them out, though, as PL
Look what they're
shows.
drawing, Gary, on a minimap, where they want to go. Luna
No, they're
drawing.
not.
It was a line from top. Look, he's pinging, and he wants to take this tier 3 tower on top. I think one of the reasons why we've seen it so much today is it's much easier to protect it, rather than if you're going bottom, as we see what can happen, because they can strike from 2 different sides, from the Tormentor side or from the Outpost side. Well, you can feel much safer here. You know that the only way is pretty much from the far east, or if they make a full wraparound, and Luna got what she came for.
Open barracks. They are pinging this Luna, hey? Centaur is saying this is a go, potential move. They have tons of abilities at their disposal. There's the toss back. Straight into the middle of the chain creep.
already
Gets the BKB off, but low HP and soulbound up to an illusion, it looked like. Centaur is in deep. Tanky fella. Hand of God heals him back to half health. Now,
oh, RP hits
punch.
nothing.
No, he didn't. He missed it. Whiffed completely. Does drag the Centaur back to the skewer now. Vengeful Spirit dead to King. Phantom Lancer unlocks and unloads, destroying them. Magnus gone. The Rubik TP's home. They lose a barracks, but Yellow Submarine fighting back and showing they're not pushovers.
Yeah, great timing again. Like, we've seen this exact scenario multiple times where they kill the tower, they kill the range barracks, they go for melee ones. This is where things start to go really bad, because Tiny with the Inkswell jumps in, gets the toss back. Luna forced to use a BKB before her ulti. Before she even uses Aegis, because she would die instantly, and still manages to save Aegis. Not its most important thing, considering that it's going to be running out soon, but yeah, it shows that Yellow Submarine, they are fight ready.
It's just a matter of trying to take these fights, not at your doorstep, right? That's where Luna really flourishes and thrives, and she's able to break the base. You would love, as a Yellow Submarine player, you would love to be able to fight across the river somewhere in a more aggressive position. Phantom Lancer, my fella, how we doing? Second in net worth now. About 4k behind the Luna, but he's climbing the ladder. Another, what did I say? It was 23 minutes in, he did another 23. Now we're at 30, so he's in another, 13, 15 minutes?
Got 2 assists in the last 7-8 minutes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Luna's still massive, saying, what, almost 5,000 net worth ahead of him.
Oh, that's Luna for you.
Is under attack.
Free splash damage.
Yeah, a lot of...
Luna disgusts me.
Yeah, that's a nice way to get out of it, Gary. And yeah, she's one of the fastest farmers in game. Sven, DA, Luna, Alchemist. Am I missing someone?
I don't know. Honestly, I wasn't paying attention. Just apologizing to everyone for burping live on the stream. My inner Suns fan came out.
Yeah, blame it on Suns fan. This is
The
it.
Belch King. Man, I wish I could be him. Oh, Centaur, right on the Rubik. Phantom Lancer follows, gets the kill, and they're taking a fight across the river. Getting into an aggressive posture, Ember Spirit zip-zaps across with a remnant back to safety. Who's this caught out? Magnus! He's in danger and trouble. He's just dead for 50.
Yeah, he can't get anything done without BKB. He, like, you can see that he's really afraid, trying to farm his BKB for the past 10 minutes or so. Dying multiple times, and now Yellow Submarine. Again, you said you did mention old Team Spirit, the Yellow Submarine, the original one, where they are, like, their decision-making is really good. Oh, Centaur getting caught.
Cast a curse? Decision-making the
He's
Centaur.
fine, he's fine.
And it's allowed Tiny to come in. Just soul bind, toss around, trying to get the kill, gets Nesvir done. I stand corrected. Top-notch decision-making. Centaur baits the shit out of the Siberian team, gets a raise and Rue into a great spot. Now Luna's dead for a minute.
I mean, she doesn't even have buyback because she invested. I mean, you should not have buyback at this point on Luna. You don't expect these things to happen. You're investing into your gold, into your farm. But now King taking the tower bottom, and he's getting you know, closer and closer to his item. That's going to be Eternal Shroud, so even some extra magic resistance for him and the illusions. The race is in again.
He's dead. No, he's not. Skewers away. Glimmer Cape helps him. Goodness gracious me. A lot of damage comes quickly, though, from this PL. And PL's doing a little Phantom Lancer down. I'm a Phantom Lancer. I'm a Phantom Lancer. Hey, it was 5k behind the Luna not a couple of minutes ago. Now he's right on her tail. A yellow submarine squad. This is the next generation. These are the guys you got to look out for. I did very well against Team Spirit, and they're showing here. You know, they were behind in draft, behind in lanes, behind in gameplay. They have wiggled themselves into a potentially winning position. Now 8k ahead, tons of kills ahead, thanks to this tiny centaur jumping around killing people. They've played 4v5 for 30 minutes.
Pretty much.
Done nothing.
Now he's not fight ready yet, you know, fully. He still needs a couple of items. There's a lot of room to grow on PL because he's buying all the expensive items. Eternal Shroud, Disperser, Aghanim Scepter, going for Bloodthorn, so he's playing it for super late game, but now feels much more comfortable coming into a fight without being afraid of getting bursted from 100 to 0. A race again, like this guy, definitely the best player in the team, I would say. Even though, you know, King, he does shine, but
overall impact.
Yes, I would say that he allows King to also, you know, do his thing. If he's not as active, King would not be able to do what he does.
It is spectacular. Really is. Just over a minute until Roshan comes back up. So it is time, once again, to smoke up, to ward out, and to migrate into the corners of the map. It isn't long until nighttime, though. Minute and 40. So there will be that 40-second period where Roshan is in his summer home. Could get awkward if a fight breaks out, though. And Powered Ember Spirit makes his way across past the Twin Gate.
Magnus, finally a BKB. Scarlet, he needs to catch at least 2 heroes in RP. Let's see who's going to be the first point of contact.
Could be the Centaur. He's really trying to break the smoke. He knows something's going on. Sees the Magnus dragged across with the Harpoon Skewer. BKB up from Mag as well, trying to gap close towards the rest of them. Eclipses out. The Centaur stampedes. Runs away as well. Ember Spirit's in deeper, surrounded by 3. Troubling times for Nesphere. Loses a lot of his HP, but lifesteal's back up a touch. But now surrounded. Erase and King right on the Luna. They don't get him. Rain Prince down, and Erase will look for the Rubik instead. Luna somehow extricates herself from that situation with a swift TP home. Close, dangerous situation, though, from the Siberian team.
Yeah, Magnus catches Centaur. This is the tankiest target on the team. He has 4,000 HP almost. Yeah, this is going to be a quick kill. Solar Crest, all these auras. Chen immediately pops his ulti to save Centaur, has Guardian Greaves, provides him with Vlads. Has Solar Crest as well, going into AC next. Like we did mention at one point today, it's been a long day today, that, you know, Chen, he starts to scale. He's being universal. He popped that Penitence on someone, and attack speed is going to destroy you.
Penitence with PL. Oh, yes. Roshan, he is up. Nighttime comes.
How many auras do you want on Chen? Yes.
Just needs to build his army back up a little bit. Once you've got Cloak plus the Granite Golem. Makes everyone incredibly tanky.
Yeah, it's increasing, so right now it is 16% magic resistance for heroes.
And that's fair. Showing on this top lane. Risky business. Only Avenge behind her. This Luna. Magnus and Rubik both mid. Ember Spirit clearing out the bottom lane. They've got to know Roshan is on the cards here. A yellow submarine make their move into the pit. And there it is. Penitence. A ton of auras. Avalanche toss. Chuck people around. Chen gets sent skywards into the face of the Roshan. There's even a Cobalt Foreman there. His move speed, isn't he?
He is the move speed indeed, yeah. The Chalice aura.
Oh, yeah. So now you're dealing with a PL Aegis.
Well, PL is soon online fully. Bloodthorn needs another 2,000 gold, which he can farm during this Aegis timing, and you'll see the power of it, Gary. I've been waiting to see this whole day. So, you know, they showed me PL today at the start of the day, and I'm like, okay, I want to see this in a professional game. I want to see my FPS drop, and didn't get to fully see it, but yeah, we're almost there.
Nearly there. The Bloodthorn Phantom Lancer coming. Mini Yatoro trying his hardest here. BKB for BKB. Tiny and Luna both spending theirs. Centaur lifted back, avalanched and dragged away as the Ember Spirit makes his escape. Little piggy, squealing and oinking back to safety. But now with Luna having spent BKB, a good opportunity arises for Yellow Submarine to go for another team fight, think about high ground. And still a tier 2 top, which could be an easier objective for them to claim. We'll see what they end up doing.
Radiant are scanning.
Tier 4 tokens, tier 4 items, some juicy stuff there for everyone as well. Mindbreaker PL. Daedalus on Tiny as well. Oh, yeah,
Some big items. Now. With Mindbreaker and Orchid, you can silence people for a really long time. Like if you pop your Mindbreaker into Orchid and then maybe another one afterwards, like you can't overlap, but you know, it's a lot of silence in just span of 12 seconds.
And Grimstroke Ags, super nasty as well. Phantom Lancer sending illusions forward. Oh,
there it is. There it is.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's the damage. That's what I wanted to see. Even through Butterfly, you do have True Strike on every single hit, so illusions just completely destroy you. This is pre-level 25.
I didn't realize how... You were talking about it. I'm like, yeah. This is cool, nice, cool. What? That's a level 22 Luna just disappears? Brother,
Yeah,
chase is on. Scarlet wants this Grimstroke real bad. Rue, speedy, off he pops with a Stampede to get a bit of distance. Ember Spirit gives chase. Let's see if Rue can get out of danger. They do have some backup arriving. Tiny's nearby, along with the Centaur. They can jump in with the Avalanche Toss. Two men caught up, getting whacked around. Magnus skewers to low ground. Ember Spirit trying to dodge away from this as they do kill the Grim off to the side. Ember stunned, but doesn't have any follow-through to come his way. Remnant's back, so just the Grim to fall. Look at King. That's an illusion. That's a very dead illusion, but not the real Luna.
You also have Grimstroke with the Aghanim Scepter, so more illusions, so you can create Luna.
Oh, Ember Spirit, you've shown yourself. Tries to run away, and looking in the back, Luna has killed him off. Tiny and Centaur both dead to Nesphere.
Gem drop
on the deck.
King is not done yet. He wants to chase. He's ready to go.
I mean, you can solo kill 1v5, it feels like.
You can kill anyone. Once you pick up the shard, you become invis for 8 seconds, and then you can surprise people with Bloodthorn.
Middle tower has fallen.
Goodness gracious me. A minute left on Aegis. High ground time for King. The rest of his team have bought him 40 minutes of safe farming so he can hit this point and look towards victory. Potential 2-0 here and a progression through the bracket for Yellow Submarine. In we go behind the throne. They're looking to avenge, getting the kill, the takedown. Chen's still alive. Luna's giving chase. No BKB, no man to stall though. Nesphere, I think he's trying to juke here with the illusion to the left and sending the real one forward aggressively on the Chen.
Let's
Good damage and blinks forward.
No
he wants this
BKB
kill,
on her.
but now in trouble. The TP out, the damage from PL. Oh, get clapped. Blue Aura Lady riding a silly little horse. What you doing? Phantom Lancer crushes you.
Yeah, you can't do anything. Like, you need to have your Mantis style BKB up to get rid of it. Someone needs to have some lower cooldown Dispel, because he just surprises you and he one-shots whoever he finds pretty much. And he's not done. There it is. Disperser. This is what we've been waiting for. 40 minutes. Oof.
Phantom Lancer just doing like party parrot dancing, sitting in his chair. He has Manta style, he has Aegis, everything to play for, holds the Manta, uses the
Sphere
Aegis
bought
as
back.
it was expiring now. Nesphere buys back to fight this, the RP, connects on the Tiny. Phantom Lance is the one that gets out of there though. Can they chase forward with the Ember Spirit, trying to Remnant aggressively? King turns, disperses off the Silence, fighting back in. Soulbind was there, onto the Mag, and he gets a double kill. Ember Magnus both down, triple kill for King. Luna and Rubik left standing, but they are backing up behind their throne, so scared and afraid. Well, look at that. Disgusting from King's Phantom Lancer in this game. Skewer's decent, sends the Centaur into Fountain and gets the takedown on him. Your throne is open and King is opening up on it. He's manted out,
Another
he's got
skewer.
illusions going. The Eclipse does nothing to this Phantom Lancer now. Look at him go. Oh my god, it's disgusting.
Yeah, this is what they've farmed for 40 minutes, 35. This is when you show the full strength of your Bloodthorn PL, who's 5-6 slotted. And yeah, looks pretty good. I think Erase one more time, kept them in game. Plus Grimstroke, plus Centaur, they were playing together. Chen has been like mostly farming, but he got all